Section 14 of Holmes' Own Story. This LibriVox recording is part of the public domain. Photographic Identifications. In 1883, there were conducted within my knowledge a series of experiments illustrative of the unreliability of photographic identifications, and other similar experiments have often been made. These consisted in calling upon 10 students who had witnessed 2 skillful sign writers executing some work upon a street window, to later identify them from photographs. An open album was first handed to the student, who was told to choose which one of 2 pictures before him was the party in question. They all made a prompt decision as to one or the other being the person they had seen, the fact being that neither of the pictures were of these men. To another group of 10 that had also seen the painters under like circumstances was given a frame containing 40 photographs, they being instructed that the picture of one of the men they had seen was among the number. Only one chose the right picture, and none looked for or found more than one, although without their knowledge pictures of both were plainly before them in the group. The result of the entire number of experiments was that over 95% failed in their efforts at identification. In my own case, by means of pictures, a man in Milwaukee is or was ready to make oath that I was in that city, accompanied by the 2 children, at a time when the Philadelphia authorities know we were elsewhere. A woman in Chicago is equally positive that I was several days at her boarding house with Miss Williams and the 2 children, at a time when the authorities know I was in Cincinnati, Ohio. In the same manner, 2 Detroit parties are ready to swear that Miss Williams was in that city, accompanied by a man answering my description of Hatch, at a time when I know he was with me in Indianapolis. In all these instances, and in the Toronto identifications, I believe the parties have been honest in the statements made, but it must be remembered that they have been led to understand that no other decision was possible. A good example of the methods employed was furnished some months ago when at police headquarters here. I was taken before some 20 or 30 people by a detective who, when near enough for them to hear, said, "Mr. Holmes, these people are witnesses in the case for which you are to be tried here, and I wish to see if they can identify you." End of section 14.